Aquarius. Thanks for joining me for the October of 2022 Psychic Tarot reading. My name is Vickie Verlie. You can find me at vickieverlie.com, and or I am the Rock and Roll Prophetess on YouTube. Don't be fooled by imposters. I post monthly tarot readings every month. I'm the original tarot reader on YouTube. And then I also post a new moon and a full moon astrology, a psychic astrology report. And then I also have other things on my channel. I talk about metaphysical insights, I do channeling, and all sorts of things. So check it out if you're interested. Because of Halloween and All Hallows Eve, we're going to break out the spooky decks, which is going to include the Deviant Tarot. And then we're going to follow it up with the Dark Mansion Tarot. And then the regular Animal Totem cards, as always. If you're a Patreon level 2 subscriber, we're also going to pull some cards from the Tarot del Fuego for our Patreon subscribers. Okay, Deviant Moon Tarot is for our first thing. Now, it is eclipse season. And Aquarius, you are a fixed sign, and so is Scorpio. So that means that this eclipse, which is happening on October 25th, at 2 degrees of Scorpio, this eclipse is going to be squaring your sign. And when the squares come into play, that makes things happen. So you will definitely be feeling the effects of this Scorpio eclipse. Everybody will feel it, but you will feel it because of the square to your Aquarius placements in your chart. This is for Aquarius Sun, Rising Moon, or anybody with prominent Aquarius. First card out, 9 of Pentacles, followed by the Empress. So it looks like a lot of abundance. 5 of Swords. I like this 5 of Swords. 2 of Swords. Emperor. Knight of Wands. Temperance. Queen of Cups. King of Wands, and 10 of Rods. So that's our spread for the initial spread. Well, the Knight of Pentacles with the Empress is the first 2 cards out. Really cool. These are both major cards of abundance. For some of you, maybe your career was interrupted because you had children, and maybe you took time off to raise your kids, or you took a lesser position for a while to raise your kids, or something like that. But for others, it's just showing a lot of abundance here. If you took time off to raise your kids, I feel like you can get back in the game. I might put that as your thing, back in the game. Yeah, I feel like you could get back in the game because there's going to be opportunities showing up for you definitely this month. I'm trying to get this lighting situation under control. I think that glare is coming from that. There we go. Much better. I'm getting sun coming in the window, and I'm getting a lot of glare. And I broke out the black, the black tablecloth for Halloween too. Yeah, so, and it looks like it's with fire energy that's going to bring this forth. So fire energy, Knight of Rods, or Wands, this is going to be fire energy in the form of Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Now, we are going to have a full moon on the 9th of October. There's going to be a full moon in fire in Aries sign. So could be pertaining to that fire energy on the 9th. Something could be, you could get news, something could be changed at that time. The Queen of Cups is here, and she's with the card of Temperance. This is always Spirit working with us, trying to put the situations together to help us. And here comes the Queen of Cups. So when you get anybody next, well, even the Knight of Rods and the King of Wands, they're all surrounding this Temperance. These are people that the universe is bringing in for you. I'm not sure, I think it was like this. The universe is conspiring to help you. The universe is bringing in these various people that you do have like soul contracts with. And the Queen of Cups is one of them. Water sign energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, where we'll be moving into the sign of Scorpio towards the end of the month, around the 23rd, I believe. And then we have that Scorpio eclipse also. So it could be referring to any one of these things. And then the King of Rods, another fire sign energy, also part of this. People that are showing up because of the universe is conspiring with you. The Emperor also there. The Emperor is looking down at this, but I don't feel like it's looking down like I'm looking down my nose at you. He's looking down at what you're doing, and I feel like he's going to be peeking in and be very impressed with you. That's the vibe I get. That the Emperor is very impressed with what either the work you're producing, if this is like your boss and what you're already working with, or if this is like you're trying to get something together to present to somebody, like an investor or whoever, then this is also positive, favorable. Final card is the Ten of Rods, so working hard. This isn't going to be anything that's going to be lickety-split. Nothing. It's going to require hard work, but you've got it's a team effort here. I like that too. What did I write before? I can't. Basking. I can't even read my own writing. Bask in the gun. Barking in the gun. That's what it looks like. I'll have to figure it out later. You've been through some stuff here. Things have been not going that well. You may have had some issues. But you're leaving that behind. You're definitely leaving that behind. Look at this, looks back at that, and then this is going forward. You know, you're moving into a new phase. You're going forward. You're going in a different. You're not going back that way. You're going in this new direction here. Okay, now we're going to do this, the next deck, which is the Dark Mansion. And I am going to be looking for you in here. So you are an air sign. Don't argue with me in the comments. I understand that Aquarius is the water bearer, but the water bearer is an air sign. I'm 100% positive. So I'm going to be looking for the air sign, which is the swords. Whoever shows up in the swords first, that's going to represent you. And then I'll put cards, we'll look at the cards that surround that person. I'll show, it'll be easier to, if you're new here, it'll be easier to understand once I get it laid out. So I'm looking for the Queen, Knight, or King of Swords. That's what we're trying to, there you are, King of Swords. I like that you show up as the King, and then the Queen is here too. So again, you know, you're not alone. You're definitely involved with a lot of other people. There seems to be collaborative effort. Two of Cups, the soulmate card. Some of you may be in store for some kind of big soulmate energy. I think the soulmate energy is spreading out amongst all these people. I don't think it's limited to just one. You know, it's this whole group of people. But here you did show up as the King, and you're going to have the money to make changes that you've been wanting to make change. I think the money could turn up, or maybe you've been saving, or maybe you're finally getting a payment that you've been waiting for, because you've been wanting to move. Maybe literally you've been wanting to move even, but you've definitely been wanting to move on. And I think the money's been one of the things that's been an issue of why you can't move on. And it shows here too, where you're getting the money. You're going to get the money. Now it's showing all this red energy and snow and everything. So it might have to do with a little bit later in time. We might be going a little bit fast forward into the months where we start getting snow in the northern hemisphere, which is really more like November, December usually. Or you may be going to where you might go travel somewhere where it's like Alaska or, you know, the Arctic Circle or wherever, or up in, you know, some of the, you know, the Norwegian area. I think they have snow a lot of times during the year. But that snow is really getting to me. I mean, really not getting to me, but really like kind of pulling me in. There's going to be some time frame having to do with more wintry times. It feels like. You know, don't flip yourself out. Don't worry. The Ten of Swands is here again. So you are carrying a heavy load on. It is a job, but you're going to make it. Look, he's almost there. And this card really illustrates it well. I mean, he could see it. It's right there. Is it going to be, he's going to make it. It's going to be difficult, but he's going to make it. You don't have to make things more difficult that you are. Be open for other people to come in and help, because that's definitely a thing. There is other people that are wanting to help. There's other people that are around that could help and would be willing to help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And there is a soulmate energy for sure around this Queen of Swords, and then we've got this, there's Two of Cups there. But we have all these people that are willing to help, willing to come to your rescue, willing to come to your aid. You don't have to put up with this anymore. You can leave the past behind, and you can move forward to, you know, whatever you're wanting to do. I do feel like money is required, so the money will show up. And this isn't you, but I feel like it is you. You're looking at it like, oh, now we got the money and we can move forward. Like you have a really good energy and a really good vibe about that, and you're really happy about it. And they're both smiling, you know. In other decks, sometimes the Seven of Pentacles can be not that great, but in this one, you know, they're both smiling. So it's arriving. The money's arriving. You're going to be able to do what you want to do. And other people are on board with you. Sometimes with this Ten of Rods, too, it can be like you don't have to carry the whole load on your back, Aquarius. There are people that can help. There are partners that can jump on board and make things run a lot smoother and help you in a lot of ways. Okay, let's go ahead and get your animal totem. Real quick announcement here. We've got this, the year ahead readings. I'm opening up, as I did last year. I opened up in late September and October, and it went a lot more smoothly. It spread it out a little bit. It wasn't that overwhelming. So if you're planning on ordering it, if you want to get in a little early, that really helps me out, that it's not so much pressure on me at the end of the year trying to get them all done. But what it is I look at the astrology a little. Not too in-depth, but there are some major astrology things coming up in 2023. So we'll look at that as it goes to your chart. And then we will do the 4 seasons with the tarot, and then we will pull an animal totem, as I'm about to do for you right now. Animal totem for Aquarius friends is the cat. Did I see a cat on one of these cards? I thought I did. Maybe it was a different reading. Well, the cat energy, let's read it. Okay. Stealth huntress of the night, ancient intelligence, familiar of the goddess, waiting patiently for the time to act. Be flexible with balance and grace. So if you have been waiting for the time to act, this could be the time. I think you've been waiting on the money more than anything. That's what it really feels like. You've been waiting on the money, but you know how the cat will just sit there and be so patient, and then when it's time, they go for it. So it's time. It's time to go for it. The other thing about cats too, though, they're not pressed. They're not nervous. You don't see many nervous cats. Cats keep their cool. Cats, cats are very much, know of their self-worth. It could be a hard time for a lot of Aquarians because Saturn has been in your sign. And sometimes when Saturn goes through your sign, it can bring about this burden. This 10 of Wands showing up twice. It can bring about this burden or this heaviness, or it can feel like you have so much work to do, or it's too hard, or different things. But really, Saturn is trying to get you aligned with your true soul's calling. Saturn always has your highest interest in mind. You definitely do have, the temperances here. Spirit is aligning quite a few things for you right now, Aquarius. One more thing before we go. I'm going to do the Patreon reading with the Del Fuego deck. But one more thing I wanted to mention to everybody. I did release some new music. It's kirtan music, which is chanting or repeating a mantra over and over again. The mantra in this case is Mayalao, Mayalao. And the music is more on the line of rock, and then I even make it really rock, where I throw in some organ leads and stuff. So it's a mashup of kirtan music and rock music. So I hope somebody might find it interesting. I allow good things to happen is a mantra that I used for years ago, and I forgot I used to say that all the time. And when I was saying that all the time, definitely a lot of good things were happening for me that I couldn't have foresaw. I like that I allow good things to happen because it opens up, it just leaves it wide open. You're not trying to force anything. You're co-creating with the universe. Like, okay, universe, bring it. What's the best possible outcome? Bring it on. And you're not so attached to any specific outcome. You're just like, bring it. Any blockages that I'm blocking from good things, I'm opening them up and letting them happen. Alright, so that is your reading, Aquarius. Patreon people, you're up next. If you enjoy my content, please do hit the subscribe button. That lets YouTube know and lets me know that you do enjoy my content. It gets it out to more people, and it lets me know that you want me to continue doing the readings. So thank you for your support. Patreon, you're up next. Don't forget about the year ahead readings, and I'll talk again soon. Bye.